Welcome back. It is time for the Student Mentor Showcase, and with us today I have Mentor Ed. He is going to show us his project where he worked with hosting Minecraft servers locally, and I guess it's a tool to help you do that. Would you like to describe what the project you made does?
Yeah, let me fire it up real quick. Started this project about a year ago, and it's because I've been running multiple Minecraft servers for my friends, and I thought I should just make this easier for myself because what I'm doing is I'm going between command prompt windows and editing text files, and I said I should just make this user interface for myself, make it easier, and that's what I started doing. And this is the current version of it I have right here. In the program, you can create a server. I would call it kidOYO server. I could skip all these settings. I'll can choose an icon for it. I'll just choose that. And it does all the hard work for you, the technical stuff. And once it's done downloading the jar, I'll show you how it just runs in Minecraft. And all right, so I hit open to open the server, and we got the terminal here, and I can start it up. And in this terminal, you can see everything that's going on. You can see the chat logs. You can type in commands. It's just like the basic command prompt for Minecraft servers. And there's some other tabs. While this is loading up, I'll show you. This is a properties file, and when you're doing it technically, it's just a text file. It's with just doesn't describe anything that's going on. So I thought make it easier to know what some of this stuff does. So I pulled some text from the wiki, and I'm able to change all the settings here and know what every setting is doing. And it's the backups tab. So I made it so you can auto backup saves of the world, and you can restore different ones. I will show you this now it's done. So I got Minecraft running right here. And here it is. Here's the server. You run it on here, and then you just open it in Minecraft, and I can connect to it. And here I am. You can see in here it says Edward's camera logged in, and I can type in whatever I want, and it happens in Minecraft. So yeah, there's some other stuff you can do here. You can add plugins. I have no plugins here. I have none to show, unfortunately, but you can load plugins in, you can delete it, and then this is setting up for port forwarding. I'm not going to click that because it shows your IP address. But that's basically the whole program. It's just designed to make hosting Minecraft servers user-friendly and easier.
Nice. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but essentially you changed what would ordinarily be a process where you're kind of diving into code, changing settings, and then saving. You changed that into a nice user interface, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so although I'm sure many people who may be viewing the stream right now are familiar with Minecraft servers, if you were to host a Minecraft server, you would need to be digging through all these different files. It'd be very frustrating, or not frustrating, but a little annoying, a little tedious, a little time-consuming to change some of these things. But with this project, you would be able to more easily navigate those and control them with this nice user interface. When did you make this project, or when did you complete it, if you've completed it?
Yeah, it's sort of an ongoing thing. I know my brother uses it, so he's always asking me to add more things. It's open source too, so people can add whatever they want to it. They can make their own version. I started it last year, September 2020, so it's almost a year I've been working on it. And during that time, I've rebuilt it 3 different times because I've learned so much more about programming in the past year. I feel like I look at this code, I'm like, this is so bad. This code is so bad. I have to restart the whole thing. So restarted 3 times. The first time I built it with Electron, which is a framework that allows you to do HTML, CSS, JavaScript into a desktop application.
I thought I saw
And
that down there. Yeah.
um, and it allows you to do other things with the node modules, so you can interact with the desktop, which is how I have this terminal running. It's has a child process, and how I interact with the file system. Second time, I just discovered React, and I learned it, and I wanted to try that and give it a go, and it didn't really work out. So I went back to this for the third time, just regular Electron.
That's interesting. So, yeah, for those unfamiliar, Electron.js, it's a way to build apps that uses HTML and CSS, as you mentioned, but the real utility in that is you can build an app that runs on both on the web, but also natively on your computer. And so instead of needing to build a Windows app, a Linux app, a Mac app, a web app, a phone app, right? You can all build it with one thing, and then you just generate a web browser that runs in. I think that's actually how Discord runs. If you've ever used, well, I guess any version of Discord, it's going to be using Electron, if I'm not mistaken, unless they've changed it.
Yeah, that's correct. Discord uses Electron, and also Visual Studio Code uses Electron, I actually think, too, which is what I use to code. And yeah, since it's Electron, you can have one source program, and then I made these two scripts to just build it into a Windows app and build it into a Linux app, and that just makes once I run these scripts, it just turns my program into an exe installer, and I can just distribute that.
That's awesome. Now, why did you want to switch to React?
React, it was a new thing I was learning. I mean, definitely more organized, but it just didn't work. I tried it, and I don't think it was just fit for this project, so I stopped using it. But it was a fun learning experience.
Was it partially just to kind of practice using React, or did you think there was going to be better performance from it, better utility? I know you mentioned that with React, just the organization of it was better, right?
Yeah, definitely. So actually, if we look into the code right now, it's just vanilla HTML, JavaScript, CSS plus the node modules. So it's pretty messy. I literally have just lots of JavaScript files and CSS files just for every part of the program. And definitely, I knew React was going to be more organized, but I don't know. I just didn't work. I got to learn more about React before I dive deeper into that.
And to correct me if I'm wrong, by utilizing React, you wouldn't be replacing Electron. You would just be using React to control JavaScript and how that interacts with all the HTML elements, right?
Yeah, so it would be a combination of React and Electron.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well, this is an awesome project you showed us. You said you have it published in open source, right?
Yep, that's on my GitHub page.
Nice. Well, if you'd want to, I'm sure we could probably share a link when we distribute this out as a separate video. But was there anything else you wanted to show with your project?
No, that's about it, I think.
All right, awesome. Well, thanks, Ed, for sharing this project with us. I think it's pretty awesome. I'm sure that many, many people would find it useful. I know there's a lot of people who like to host their own Minecraft servers out there. So thanks again for showing us the project. Are you going to stick around with us for the game jam? No pressure, just asking.
Yeah, sure, I'll stick around.
Cool. All right, so thanks once again for showing us that project. We are going to be back in just a minute with this week's Game Jam submissions and winners.